Finished training for the day? Time to fight post-workout fatigue with Core Power Protein Shakes. They're packed with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle and electrolytes to help hydrate. The nutrition you need to help your body replenish, rebuild, and repair post-workout so you can power on to the next one. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Visit corepower.com to learn more.
Abercrombie Kids knows how to make outfitting easy. Mix and match sets are their ultimate outfit hack for fall. Their sweatshirts and sweatpants are super cozy, and they always have the cutest colors and patterns. Shop fall's easiest outfit at Abercrombie Kids in the app, online, and in stores.
Oh, wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
Just the day that you get caught, you were about to fix it all the next day.
This is the plaintiff, Deborah Goger. She says the defendant was one of her roommates. He stopped paying rent, eventually moved out, and is now trying to run out on the money he still owes her. He must not know what kind of person she is because she's not going to rest until she gets every penny of the $2,790 he still owes her and is suing for here and now. This is the defendant, Ken. He says the plaintiff was found guilty of renting rooms in a house without the proper certificate of occupancy. The state told him and the other tenants they didn't have to pay rent. He moved out after she was found guilty of violating the law, and he simply owes this scamming so-called landlord nothing. He is accused of sticking up for his rights.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome in.
Deborah Goger?
Yes.
You are suing Ken, you've asked us not to mention your last name, for $2,790 that you say he owes you in rent from August through October. Tell me what is going on.
Ken moved into my house in February of 2013. Ken moved in to a house share situation, and I had...
Did you own the house?
No.
You were renting?
I was renting.
And your name was
the
the only
house.
one on the lease?
Correct.
And you sublet to how many people?
At the time Ken came, there were 4 of us, so I sublet to 3.
Go on.
And I had known Ken. We had shared a house a year and a half prior, and it was similar. And we were all on the lease except for Ken toward the end of my being there. It so happened a code enforcer came, and because he wasn't on...
What do you mean we were all on the lease except for Ken?
Well, in this other place.
You talking about the past place or this place?
The past place.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to refer to that.
Okay, but hold on. So then towards the end of the past place where you lived with him, a code inspector came and what?
Because Ken wasn't on the certificate of occupancy, there was a ticket issued for that.
A past ticket to you?
Yes.
Issued on a prior house that you had with him?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't on the lease?
Yeah.
And then you did it again?
No. He wasn't on the certificate of occupancy.
Right. That landlord had obtained or that you had obtained to sublet to everybody else?
It was a similar situation. I rented the house.
Did you get fined in that other house?
I got fined.
How much did you get fined at that other house?
$250.
For not getting a what?
For not putting Ken on the certificate of occupancy.
Because you had one, but you didn't list him, and you're supposed to list everybody you're renting to.
Exactly.
Why didn't you list him in that one? He came later?
I wasn't. Yeah, he came later.
Okay, gotcha. Now you moved to the new house.
Yeah.
And you're subletting from that new house.
Yeah.
And do you get the proper documentation? They charge you what? $100 to? Is it $100 a year?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Do you get the proper documentation at the second house?
So now we're in the second house, and I was again, on the lease. I was waiting for a good friend of mine to move in, but so another woman had moved in who said she was only going to be there a few months, but as it turned
Is
out...
the answer to my question no, you didn't get the proper paperwork for the next house either?
This is not right away.
Yes or no? Did you get, what do you mean right away?
Yeah.
You're supposed to get it immediately. I don't know what, oh, she was only
Right.
going to live there a few months. Okay, well,
Exactly.
that's a few months that it was
Yeah.
illegal. Okay. You know, so did you get the proper documentation for the second house, or the answer is no?
Correct, it's no.
Okay, did you get any documentation for the other house? Like, did you,
Oh, yeah.
for other people that you were renting to, but not for some people you were renting to?
No, I was waiting for my best friend to come in, and then
So you
we were all going to
you did not
go
get
on
a
it.
permit to sublet to anybody in the second
No,
house?
it wasn't a permit. It was just being on the certificate. I mean, my landlord was aware in both cases. You know, it was a house share situation.
So you did not pay the city or town to sublet to anybody. Is that correct?
It
Like in the
was-
last house, it was just his name that wasn't there. In this house, it's
Yeah.
nobody's name is there.
No, mine is on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down or not?
My house.
I think you know what I'm saying.
My name is on it.
So bottom line is, apparently you have an argument with one of your renters, right? And she gets all nasty and legal on you and goes to the town.
Well, it wasn't an argument. I had just given her 30 days notice because she was supposed to have left at a certain
So when she goes to the
time.
town, what happens?
So the code enforcer came out, and by the way, the landlord, the owner of the property, was scheduled to come out the very next day and put us all on the certificate of occupancy.
Oh, wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
Just the day that you
I
get
know.
caught, you were
Exactly.
about to fix it all the next day. All right, so in any
Yeah,
event,
that
can you
was-
please
that
tell
was
me what
true.
happens? Once she goes to the town, the inspector comes in and does what to you?
So there were summonses issued for not having everyone on the certificate of
Or
occupancy.
you had nobody on it, just you. So your subletting,
Yeah.
all of your subletting was not on any certificate. So then what happens? Did you end up having to pay a fine?
I did, yeah, I took care of that. I
How
went
much was
right
the fine on
away.
this one?
This one was $3,000.
3,000. What?
Plus-
Because it's a second offense?
Plus, yes.
Okay, why? And now, so he didn't pay what months?
August, September, October.
So what do you think happened? That they, when she goes down and you get fined what month? I mean, the original summons was what month?
The summons was in July.
And all of a sudden, nobody starts to pay you? Does anybody pay you
Yeah.
for August?
No, no one's paying me for August. And the plan was,
So what do you think? You think they talked?
the landlord...
Think they all
was-
ganged up on you or something? They all talked?
Well, the code enforcer and a police officer had come and said to them they didn't have to pay, apparently. I wasn't there when they said that, but that's what they said.
So predictably, Ken did not pay rent, right? Predictably. So he ends up not paying you August, and he stays there August, September, and October.
To the beginning of October.
How did you finally get him out of there?
They were all hoping that if this house was considered an illegal place to be living, that they could be given 6 months relocation fee.
I'm sorry.
So that's what
Well,
they
I'm sorry.
were all
Wait,
after.
not fee. They get a 6 month. They get 6 months paid by the state.
Well, that's what they thought.
Right, but wait. That I gotta hear about. Is this a great country or what?
Yes.
You
Yes.
rent a house with a woman who you already rented a house with, who you know doesn't get her paperwork straight, and you get to have the taxpayers pay for 6 months of it. You're all a bunch
Yeah.
of chumps if the rest of you don't join in on this bandwagon. Chumps! All you people standing in line, paying your rent, chumps, I tell you. Now, you tell me about this 6 month relocation bonus, bonanza. Honest to God, is this a thing? Is it a thing?
The gentleman from the state came and spoke to us at the house and explained that those funds would come from the property owner who rented the house
She's
to us.
not a property owner.
Well, or the woman who leased it to us.
Yeah, but they can't. You're
Okay,
talking about
but-
6 months of rent. That
Okay.
could be, you're talking about $60,000.
Right.
I don't know what you're...
But what he said is that those funds, if they were deemed to be forthcoming to us because of the situation, the state would get that.
That's
hope to
very
get
nice,
that
but
money
if they
from the
find her
people.
$3,000, that is not going to cover 6 months rent for 3 people. It's just the math doesn't work, so that's not true. But I'm astounded,
Okay. And quite
honestly.
frankly, myself and the other gentleman didn't really think that we would ever see that money. We didn't think that was.
So tell me about what happened. Somebody comes in from the town and tells you guys don't pay rent. It's illegal. It's an illegal
they said
sublet.
yes. If the house is deemed to be illegal usage, that you are not required to pay rent.
But you guys all know that she was still going to have to pay rent, right?
She's on the lease with the owner. That's between her and the owner, not my problem.
You didn't feel bad at all? You didn't feel like a little pang of conscience and guilt?
No. No, because this is the second time she's done this.
The second time she hasn't gotten a $100 permit.
Yeah, but
As opposed to you who stiffed her to the tune of how much? $3 grand?
No, I didn't stiff anyone. I stopped paying because I was advised by both the local people and the guy from the state,
that you
a
didn't have
different one
to.
who spoke to her,
That you didn't have to.
that I didn't have to, but to put it aside, which I did, in case she was found not guilty,
What's the
and
for
then I
not
would
guilty?
pay
She either
back
has
the
the
rent.
paperwork or she doesn't.
And then in the meantime, in October, I found a place and I moved out.
Oh, my Lord. Prove you paid a $75 cleaning fee.
To myself.
Do you have pictures of how it required your cleaning?
No.
Okay, how are you going to prove that part of your case? And everything else that you're suing for is rent, correct? Rent or late fees from rent and all that,
Yes.
right? Can I just ask you a question? What is wrong with you? It happened to you once before. It's so simple. You just got to do what you're supposed to do and go down. Do you understand the ramifications of not doing what you're supposed to do? Why is it so hard for you to follow the rules that everybody else has to follow and just pay that for that little $100 permit?
Right. Because this friend of mine was supposed to be moving in. I was waiting for the other woman
I don't know
to
what
move
that
out.
means. You sound like one of my children, and they're not. They're 15. And, they're children. You rent out today, you get a permit today. That's it. You go down and you get the permit. And then if your renters change, you change the permit. You have to add a name, you have to subtract the name. You have to do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Now, not only, did you not see from the last time that there would be a consequence? Or you just figured it would be a couple $100 consequence? You didn't realize it would be this astronomical?
Yes, and I told the owner of the house that we need to get on the CO. And
wait, the owner doesn't have to do it. You have to do it as a person subletting. You can do it. The owner doesn't have to do jack. It's you who have to do it.
he has to sign it, though.
So
and
what? So
he had
go
to
get the
be
paper.
there.
Oh, got all on top of it. You're all over it now.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So if there's an illegal apartment out there, can you actually live in it and just not pay rent and say, hey, it's illegal?
You could try and get away with it and see what
So
happens.
can you get away with it? The landlord goes to court and the judge says, well, it's illegal.
The judge probably would rule in your favor by not paying rent.
You think you could do that?
No, you gotta pay rent wherever you live, and that's what it is. You gotta pay rent.
Okay, actually, you know what? I actually asked somebody, I said, did anybody live in an illegal apartment? He said yes, right?
Yes.
What was the apartment like?
Well, it's a playhouse.
A playhouse. And it was illegal?
No.
No, you told me it was. Your daddy's a terrible person if it was. Going inside the courtroom.
Let me explain to you where the problems lie, okay? I want to give you a little example. Douglas sells me a kilo of cocaine. And I do not pay, let's change it up a little bit. Let's have some fun.
Okay.
So I pay Douglas for the kilo of cocaine. But then when I try out the cocaine, I find out that this is very subpar quality. And he has completely ripped me off. So I file a lawsuit against him, which I presume would not be small claims, but I don't know what it goes for nowadays. I'm not a prosecutor anymore. So I sue you because of the quality. And I say to a judge, he has ripped me off selling me substandard cocaine, judge, and I want you to give me a rebate of some of the money I paid him for that kilo. What is a judge to do? Is a judge going to get involved in a transaction that we have said is unauthorized under the eyes of the law and help me to get a refund? Stop smiling because you really irritate me, okay? On a kilo of cocaine deal? No. The problem that you have is that I don't care what that state official said, the public policy of this case and cases like this, when a landlord doesn't have a CO or a subletter doesn't have the authority to sublet, the public policy is we don't get involved in helping you collect rent. So I think it's really kind of indecent and immoral of him to take advantage of you because he knows he lived there. I think that's why I find, him smiling irritating, because you're somebody who he knew for a long time, and he had absolutely no qualms leaving you holding the bill, none whatsoever, over you not getting a $100 permit. So my advice to you is, the next time, don't let there be a third time you don't get a permit. And don't rent to the kind of people who would do this to you. But I can't force him legally to pay it. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Well, here comes the plaintiff out of the courtroom on the losing end. Step next to me here. Turn around this way. How could you let this happen?
It's a good question.
How could you let it happen?
It's a very good question.
What are you doing?
Well, I didn't expect that it would, I guess, turn out
You've known this
like
man
that.
for how long?
About 2 years, 2.5 years. I went to high school with his sister, though, so I knew his family for a long time.
So how does it feel to get this done to you by, family you've known for that long?
Really awful.
All right, head around the corner here. And let's see why this guy's laughing and stuff. All right, come on out here and
Hi.
How you feeling coming out of here?
Good.
You took advantage of the lady.
No.
Is what it looks like from the testimony and from the story.
Well, first of all, it was strictly a
case?
business arrangement, and she failed to do what she was supposed to do.
Yeah, I know all that.
Yeah,
we know all
I didn't get a chance to say she still owes me a deposit from the first place. So I don't feel.
So how is it you were living there? You knew the place.
And I had the money set aside to pay her if it found out that she had done no wrong, and I'd still be there.
Yeah, and so it was found out she did wrong, and so you got away.
Yeah, I got away with,
Nice
and
call.
so actually it was, she only lost 1 month because she still hasn't paid me the deposit from the last time.
Good. Harvey?
Okay, here's the thing. If the defendant actually had paid rent, he's not allowed to turn around and sue and get the money back, but he doesn't have to pay for what the landlord wants that he hasn't paid, if that makes sense to you. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for this day.
Every story you love, every invention that moves you, every idea you wished was yours, all began as nothing. Just a blank page with a blinking cursor, asking a simple question. What do you see? Great ideas start on Mac. Find out more on apple.com/Mac.
This is the plaintiff, Richard Scavetta. He says he was parked at a shopping center parking lot, and the defendant, a landscaper, kicked up a rock with his lawnmower and it hit his car, denting it. The defendant took responsibility for the damage on the scene, but now, 4 months later, he hasn't seen a dime from the guy, is done being jerked around, and is suing for the $943.46 he's owed. This is the defendant, Frederick Whittle. He says he doesn't really think his guys kicked up a rock with one of their machines. But since it was such a small ding, he told the plaintiff he'd get it repaired at his body shop. All the plaintiff wanted, however, was cold, hard cash. Initially, he was trying to accommodate the plaintiff, but the scam artist trying to charge him triple. He doesn't really want to get his car fixed, and he's not the type to be taken advantage of by anybody. He's accused of making a ding, ding, ding.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff was parked in a shopping center, says that a landscaper hit a rock with his lawnmower and then hit the plaintiff's car. But the defendant says his guys didn't do that job. It's the case of Gimme Mower.
Thank you, Douglas. Richard Scavetta? Yes. You are suing Allied Snow Plowing Removal and Sanding Services, represented here by Frederick Whittle. You're the owner? Okay. For $943.46, about $700 of that, the cost of repair, and the rest, your time, mileage, and 3 days of car rental. Tell me what's going on.
Well, on Monday, July 1st, we were at a shopping plaza, my wife and I, and there was a gentleman mowing some grass, and a rock was kicked up by the lawnmower, and it hit the car.
Did you see that? Or
Yes, my witness did, my wife.
your wife did? You didn't
Right.
see it, but your wife did. Come on up. Tell me what you saw.
It hit the car. I heard, well, a rock threw by me first, and then the second one hit the car.
How big was the rock?
It was a stone.
A little stone?
Yeah.
Okay, and how close was the lawnmower to your car?
I don't know feet exactly.
Well, more or less.
It was
the distance between you and I, or something longer?
a little bit further, yes.
Okay, and so what did you do?
I approached the gentleman operating the lawnmower and told him what had just transpired, and
On the spot, you did that?
right
Yeah.
then and there, and he told me that he was working for somebody else, that he wasn't the guy on the job, and
He's the guy on the job.
well, he was a guy on the job, but he told me he was
I'm
working
just
with
not the guy with the deep pocket.
Right.
I'm the guy who just spit the pebble against your car. What kind of car is that?
2011 Miata MX-5.
Okay. Go on.
And so I talked to him for a while, and he got on the cell phone and tried to contact somebody.
Was he apologetic? Did he acknowledge doing it, or was he
He
basically just
shrugged his shoulders and said, I guess so. If you're saying I hit it, he didn't really have much to
Do you
say
have
for
pictures
himself.
of the area?
I have pictures of the area. I have pictures of the car. I have pictures of.
Where'd the pebbles come from?
I have pictures of that here.
Yeah. Can I see them?
Just the pictures.
Was it a stony area? Ooh, that's a big ding.
Yeah, it was loaded with stones. I mean, I think.
Is this the area that was being mowed?
Yes.
Okay, so was your Miata parked across the street?
My Miata is parked where it is in that
Where
picture.
it is in that picture. So
Right.
you're actually across the street. Wow, that's quite
Right.
a ways for it to go.
They're using
Okay.
commercial mowers. They're pretty strong mowers.
So what'd you do? When did you talk to the powers that be at the
At that point, I went inside the store and got a hold of the manager. I wanted him to come out and witness what was going on, and when we came back, one of his other employees by the name of Jason had showed up. He came.
Okay, now that's one of your employees, sir?
Yes, it is.
All right, what's his role at your place?
He's like a salesman manager type.
Okay, so Jason shows up, and what does Jason say?
And Jason talked to the operator of the machine, and more or less agreed, that.
What does more or less agreed mean?
They agreed that they would take responsibility for what was going on. And he gave me his contact information.
All right, now there's a series of emails that then go on during the course of the next, how many weeks?
4 to 6, I believe.
Okay, back and forth between you and Jason, correct?
Correct.
Regarding where the repair was going to take place. Jason wanted you to take it to their place.
Immediately, Jason wanted me to bring it to his guy to have it looked at.
And
All
so
right?
you took it to his guy to have it
I didn't want to bring it there because I had people that I was comfortable with working with, and he insisted that it go to his shop to be looked at.
Okay, so it went to his shop to be looked at.
So it went to his shop to be looked at, and at that point, I came back. I wrote to Jason and said that I'm not interested in dealing with your guy, and I want to do it at my shop, And then the next email is, well, bring it to your shop, and when the work is done, I'll pay for it.
And you didn't like that little
I didn't
plan.
like that idea
because if they didn't pay for it, you'd be stuck paying the bill at the shop.
Exactly.
So you said to him, no, cut me a check.
Right.
But you didn't like that plan.
No, because a lot of times what happens is you cut the check and 2 weeks later they're in Key West and the car never gets fixed. So we like to fix the car. And at this point, with our deductible being $1,000, it's coming out of our pocket.
Right.
So we found a place to fix the car for $300. It was all about the car, and that's where we wanted to fix it. He wanted to fix it somewhere else, which was substantially more. So I would rather fix it where it was cheaper.
I understand. It's not that I do not understand cause and effect. It's that, I guess, for want of a better way to put it, where do you come off making those calls? In other words, it is not your choice where he fixes the car. It's the person who is supposedly aggrieved. It's their choice where they fix the car. Your prerogative, your right, is for the expense not to be excessive. So if he goes somewhere and he says, it'll be $1 million to fix my car, then you end up in court and a judge calls whether or not $600 and some odd is unreasonable.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it seems...
So that's one. And two, though, if you, as a defendant, harm another party, by harm I mean, damages, cause damages to another party, and they wish to smoke crack with the settlement, how is it your business how they spend the settlement? I understand it bothers you. That it's just a ding. He doesn't really care. He's making me pay all this money, but you'll see he won't even fix that ding. But where did you fall under the impression that that's something that you could make a judgment call on?
So, if somebody hits your car and you say, I want the money, do you have a duty to use the money to fix your car? Can you pocket the money?
I think you do. They hit you, so then...
Can you pocket the money?
If you want, you can do whatever you want with it.
But technically, they're giving it to you, right, to fix the car.
Yeah, but they owe you the money, and if you decide, hey, I don't want to fix my car, you can use it on whatever you want.
Okay, I'm kind of buying it. What do you think?
Then why take the money? It's not your money.
Yeah, it is.
Why take the money? Because they are handing the money to you is why you take the money. Okay, let's go inside the courtroom.
Like you say, he receives the money, doesn't fix the car.
Yeah.
Suddenly now that's incentive for everyone to find a small ding on their car and get $650
But here's the thing. I mean, there was already incentive. I mean, I guess out there could be dishonest people who had a ding on their car and then blame it on your guy and then get their ding fixed or go to Florida or smoke crack. Whatever they do, they do. But that's not how life works. It's that you have rights, he has rights. And apparently your guys, I've read the emails, and in one of them, let me use the exact words, not to put words in anybody's mouth. Do you have any doubt that this happened at the hands of your mower?
Well, what happens is we're not positive. I mean, she was in the car and heard it. And what happens is people suddenly examine their car.
Lots of times people will say this and they weren't around.
No, but they find something that could have been there for 3 weeks that they didn't realize was there.
Did you see pictures of the car, though?
I've never seen any.
Let me show you pictures of the impeccable car that you could eat your lunch off of. Hold on. I mean, there's no dings on this car. This is an unusual case. I don't normally find one where they say, I saw it happen. But you and I both know that they immediately called your mower guy on it, immediately. So it kind of sounds like they did see it happen. But aside from that, we have emails between Jason, who you've authorized as your representative here, and him saying, we admitted the scratch. So really, I have two things to decide here. Number one is the ding your fault, which kind of sounds like you guys have admitted it. And number two, are the charges reasonable? But just to figure out how we got here, have you read the emails between him and Jason?
I have.
Okay. At the very end, it's kind of canis mas macho a little bit, okay? With Jason, I guess, representing your view that I want to pay the people directly, and him saying, no, make it to me because I don't know if you're going to, Jason kept telling him, go get the work done, we'll pay for it afterwards. I understand him. I understand you even though your position is not the legal one, but I understand your feeling, all right? And then at the end, they finally come to grips with each other, and the email that he sends him is, all right, you pay them in advance, pay my guy in advance the $600, and don't give it to me. Then you're at peace and he's at peace. It's done by the people he trusts. What happened after that?
I showed up at the auto body shop and talked to Tim, the manager there, and he said that he had talked to Jason, but nothing was prepaid, and if the car was to be fixed and not paid for, that it would stay.
Yeah, I got it. So he said nothing was prepaid, and then you sent another email to Jason?
Yeah, I sent another email to Jason saying, hey, Jason, I just went there and...
and you didn't prepay. And what did Jason say back to you?
Rich, you never told me you were going to the auto body shop. I'll call them in the morning and set up...
Did you ever hear another word from Jason?
No, I didn't.
Did he ever call them in the morning and set up?
No, he didn't. As far as I know, he didn't.
What do you mean, as far as you know? How does it?
I asked him to call me when the arrangements were made.
Okay,
right?
So did you ever call your auto body shop to find out if arrangements were made?
Yes, I did.
And they said no. The guy never called.
No.
And that's where it ended. That's where it died. What was that about?
Well, it's
because it sounds like it was
resolved. It's his car, so he would go get it fixed.
He
and
did.
We would pay
He
it.
went and then he said, I see
But they
from
didn't fix it. It's like going to stop.
No, stop. We're past that. There's an email that your representative sends to him where the two of them agree that you'll prepay it. You'll just pay the check directly to the car place. Then there's no reason for you not to have done that, and yet it seems that wasn't done. And my question to you is, why wasn't it done?
It says we will prepay?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never prepaid. Have you ever gone to like Stop and Shop?
It doesn't matter. You don't have the choice. If he wants to take the money and smoke it, he can do that. Right. So you don't have it. But even under your world where you want to prepay, it was resolved and you were supposed to prepay. I mean, even in your world where you want to make sure the money goes to the car repair shop, it was resolved between them. You want me to read to you the email?
It says
give me the one that says the prepay.
It's on page 25.
Okay.
Let me know when you want to go to the auto body shop, and we will call and make the arrangements. I wouldn't come this far if I was going to let you get stuck with the bill.
We will call and make the arrangements to what? That was in response to your email to him saying, look, let's settle this, just prepay. Right. So, okay. All right. We've stirred this up just about as much as I'd like to stir it up, because even if I were I'm baffled why it didn't settle, but that's really not my business. I just got to call it. So, show me the cost of repair at your place. That's the $694.36. Let me see the original then. And why 3 days car rental? Other than that you want to punish them because you're annoyed.
They're going to tie up my car for 3 days.
How are they going to tie up a car for 3 days over a ding?
It goes in one day, it gets fixed the next, and I pick it up on the third.
Really? Why? Why don't you leave it there 4 more days and charge a little more car rental? Where does it say that it's going to take 3 days on this estimate?
It doesn't say that.
That's exactly right, because it's not going to take 3 days. What I'm going to order is a $694.36 plus your court costs, of course, because otherwise you'd be out that, and that wouldn't be fair. That's my judgment. Good luck, folks.
Well, the defendant's out at the courtroom first on the losing end of this decision and thinking what?
Well, in partial losing, I mean, the rent-a-car fees went away. Some of the other fees went away.
Right.
But, yeah, we did lose. Mm-hmm. I had someone that was going to fix it for about half what they awarded him, which I would have rather seen happen. But
how did it get this far?
Oh, it was just one thing after another. There was a lot of people involved in the communication, and it's just we didn't want to, quote-unquote, prepay. I mean, I've never prepaid for groceries in my life. You go and, if my car gets a muffler today, when the muffler's put on, you pay when it's done. So when his car was done, we would have paid.
Okay. All right. Right around the corner there, and your documents are waiting for you. All right, so you didn't get everything you sued for. You tried to feather the bed a little bit.
I don't know if it was feathering the bed. If it went through an insurance agent, I would have gotten the car rental. I'm going to be without a car for 3 days, so.
All right, so what are you going to do? Take the bus?
I'm stuck without a car. I guess I'll pay for the car rental.
Harvey?
Okay. Hey, I'm working here, okay? Just so you know, it is not the defendant's right to dictate how you spend the money. If you don't want to spend the money in the car, you don't have to. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Every who down in Who Newville liked the holidays a ton. But where to get great prices on gifts, they had no idea. None. They searched and they searched for great gifts under $25. Gifts for spouses and friends and even their toddlers. When suddenly one who shouted, Walmart has what you want, knowing they have Lego, Tree Hut, and low prices to flaunt. So they enjoy the holiday season as Who's often do. Cheering and shouting, Walmart has incredible gifts. Who knew? Find gifts they'll love under $25 at Walmart.
This is the plaintiff, Malcolm Martin. He says he brought one of his very expensive suede shoes to the defendant's shop for repair, and the sloppy guy got glue all over it. When he brought it to the hothead's attention, the guy shouted his shoes were not real suede, and if he had a problem, he should take him to court. So that's just what he's doing for the $90 he's owed. This is the defendant, Daniel Kim. He says he didn't get any glue on the plaintiff's shoe. The problem is his shoes are cheap imitations, and if you touch the fake suede, it comes off. The plaintiff's right about something, however. He told the guy to take him to court, and he looks forward to the judge telling the plaintiff he's wrong and to go home. He's accused of having no soul.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff brought his suede shoes to the defendant and says the guy got glue all over it. But the defendant says the shoes were cheap The suede comes off, and there was no glue. It's the case of stick 'em up.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Malcolm Martin, you are suing Joseph Shoe Repair, represented here by Daniel Kim. You're the owner?
Yes.
Okay, for $90, the price of shoes plus the amount you paid for repair because according to you, he did so negligently. Tell me what happened.
The sole and the shoe separated, and it needed to be glued back together. We went to one repair shop, and they said they couldn't do it, and
Why couldn't they do it?
Because they didn't have the glue to do it. And
What kind of repair shop is that? All right, anyway.
But they recommended his shoe repair shop, so we drove over there. My wife took the shoe in, and he said he could do the job. So a week later, we came back to get the shoe. My wife went inside to pick the shoe up, and she was in there.
Were you there or no?
I wasn't actually inside.
Can you come
I was
on up?
outside.
Come on up. So you go in to pick the shoe up, and what happens?
When I went into the store to get the shoe, it took him at least 10 minutes to find the shoe. When he found the shoe, he handed it to me, and I told him what happened is something wrong. It wasn't like this when I brought it in. He said, yes, it was. And I was like, it looks like it was glue. So
wait, isn't that what you brought it there for?
Yeah, but the glue, it looked like the shoe, it looked like it was glue all on top of the shoe.
Okay, so you felt that glue had been spilled or
On the
something
shoe.
onto the shoe. Okay, go ahead.
Right.
Can I see the shoe?
So when he bought me the shoe, I took it out to the car to my husband because I was upset. And when I showed him the shoe, he got upset. He went into the store and he explained to the man it wasn't like that when we bought it in, and it wasn't like that when we bought it in.
Can I see the other shoe? Did you leave one shoe with him or more than one shoe?
Just the one.
Thank you.
What's on this shoe?
That's glue.
On the other shoe?
Because the same thing happened to that shoe years ago, and I took it to a shoe repair. He glued the shoe. And when I went back to get it, I saw that on there, but he was a little more apologetic, and he said he would try to fix it if he could, but I said, well, it's not a lot, so I can deal with it. But when I went back, that's how I knew that's what that was on that shoe, because the other guy told me that...
Either that or both shoes just got damaged in the rain or somewhere else.
I don't wear those shoes in the rain, because...
I would think not, but, you know, maybe sometimes you don't plan for rain and, you know. These aren't real suede, right?
Right.
Tell me, what's going on?
Okay, he brought it. He need just the soles comes up. Then we get the glue back. So later
What is it you guys use to glue the sole back into the shoe? Because I just take a hot glue gun and do it myself all the time. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Do you guys use some magic thing, or is it just glue?
No, actually, our glue is a commercial glue. This is a different one. The shoe glue is a different one. Problem is that the shoe is a fake suede. That's how I explained to them. Explained to her. This is a fake. Even I scratched by fingernail. I showed it a little bit up. That comes up. Okay. For example, this is a real suede. Even I'm gonna scratch right here. Doesn't come up.
Okay. May I? I mean, I won't stick my hands in the inside of the shoe.
That might be best.
Okay, so this is real suede, and I rub on it, and nothing happens, although there's something got on there, but all right. Is this somebody else's shoe who left their shoe for repair at your shop that you brought today as a prop?
Yeah, somebody's shoe though. Not my shoe though.
Okay, and did you bring me any other props?
Okay, this is some kind of fake. This is the between, I didn't do anything, but comes up like this, naturally. Again, a month later.
Oh, goodness.
Comes up the, uh-oh. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. I just pressed on this and stuff is coming off. I thought it was the bottom of the shoe.
I didn't glue anything at all.
Did you pay $80 for these?
Yes.
Do you have the receipt?
I've had those shoes for maybe 5 years or so.
I want you to press hard there and, okay, press right there where there's nothing.
Well, oh no, I don't do that when I wear these shoes, no.
Because what happens, it comes right off in your hands, right?
I knew the shoe was fake. I knew it wasn't really suede.
Right.
I knew that when I brought the shoes.
No, and I agree. You made you made a statement in your complaint that I don't care if they're plastic, you still got to handle them with
Exactly.
love and care. And I agree with you. I don't care if it's, Nefertiti's jewelry or jewelry that I bought on the corner of Canal Street. It's mine. I've entrusted it to you, and you have to handle it with care.
Okay, so fake suede. Is fake suede inherently cheap or just as the material?
I would think so. It's like let the buyer be aware. So if you're going to get what you pay for.
Well, I know, but I mean, there are some fake things that are actually better than the real things. Is it?
Yeah, like boobs. Like what?
No,
That's the only thing I can think of that's fake. That's real. Yeah, it's fake. And they're not cheap either.
Are you like his kid?
Fake is cheap.
Okay, you didn't hear that. I'm just telling you that.
Yes, I did. I have ears.
Yeah. Good luck. We're going inside the courtroom.
So you bring me the shoe and you tell me, look at everything he did to it. And then you bring me the other shoe and it's got a lot of the exact same thing. And then you tell me, well, that one got all glued up, but this one hadn't gotten all glued up in the last place I took it to. And it's just kind of weak. Your evidence is weak. And
But there's a vast difference between the shoes.
yeah, one's worse than the other. But how do
Exactly.
I know? If I already know that the other shoe, which you didn't show me until I pulled it out of you, if I already know that the other shoe has the same problem that this shoe, just lesser, but the same problem, how do I not know that that happened in the same place? And when I touch it and that happens, then I have to look at him and say he used some kind of standard of care that was beneath the kind that is appropriate in his business. You're saying this is glue, and I'm saying it happens if I touch it, which is what he says, and I rule in favor of the defendant. Can you clean up him?
Thank you.
Well, let's see what the plaintiff has to say after hearing that ruling come your way.
Of course, I'm disappointed. I think he should have taken more care. Like I said, I knew the shoe wasn't real suede, and he should have taken a little bit more care when he went to fix the shoe, which he didn't. And
Yeah, but the shoe, it's 5 years old, right? It's not the most expensive product in the world. I mean, how do you expect it to hold up over all these years?
Well, it's held up all these years until I took it to his shop. And if you could see the shoe, there's a vast difference in the amount of scuff marks on the shoe.
You gonna go out and get another pair? Or
Of
what do you-
course, I have no
get
choice.
another one?
Yeah.
You gonna get real suede this time? Or?
Well, I have real suede shoes, but I just like the style of that shoe. I knew it wasn't real suede, but
All
I
right.
like the style of it, so I brought it.
Are you a bus driver?
Yes, I am.
All right, good luck on the bus.
Thank you.
We'll see you. See you on the buses.
Okay,
All right,
take
head,
care.
head around the corner. All right, come on around the corner here and tell me what happened.
No, actually, okay, so I've been doing this business a long time.
How long?
So 12 years?
12.
Okay. Actually, I didn't do anything wrong. I did it. This is, I showed to him, in front of him, I'm gonna scratch my fingernail that comes up the suede. This is a fake.
So why did you take the shoes in to work on them then if you can't do anything?
He had a problem is, it's a sole part comes up. There's I put the screws back. So everything's, my job is done.
Harvey?
Okay, I was going to tell you about all this stuff with the standard of care and everything, but I'm actually more interested in this guy. So what do you do for a living? I'm just curious.
A roofing contractor.
Okay, how many? These are you two kids?
Yes, sir.
How? You got a wife?
Not anymore.
Okay. It's just
But she dumped him, and also now he's a lonely single man.
Oh my God! Oh my God! We'll see you next time.